Recovering Queen, the Queen fan podcast where we talk about and play the songs we love. With Jay, Matt, and Ian.
I am recording, yes, I am recording.
Welcome to Recovering Queen, the Queen podcast where we take a famous or not so famous Queen song, do a cover version of this Queen song, and then talk about what we've learned about the methods and the madness of the greatest band of all time ever, Queen. My name's Ian, and with me, as ever, are Jay and Matt. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Matt.
And which track are we going to talk about this evening?
I reckon we can do this in a cappella.
Okay.
We just go for it. If I'll count us in. 3,
Fat
2, 1.
Bottom Girls.
What are you doing? It starts off
Okay,
with
1, 2, 3. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, that's something. That's something to work on. What is it anyway?
Fat Bottom Girls, the Brian May's controversial, misogynistic classic Fat Bottom Girls off of the Jazz album. What do we make of this song? Brian's at it again, isn't he?
Well, it's extremely politically incorrect.
It is, but boy, is it a great rocking tune.
Oh, great riff. I mean, it's one of my, the groove is one of my favourite Queen grooves. As in, it's infectious, isn't it? That detuned guitar sound, going into a proper riff, and it allows him to do so many kind of little cool riffs in between the riffs, variations on the riff that sort of come back on things like Headlong and stuff like that as well, don't they?
Well, Matt, what do you say that before I forget that when you detune the E to the D, why is it that just gives it a sort of ringy sound? Is that how you
I
can
think it's
describe
because
it?
you've got those bottom two strings that are now a fifth apart, so that they kind of work really well together. And so that when you've got those open strings, there's so many sympathetic harmonics on each string, and plus it's gone down quite a bit, so that bottom string's now a little bit floppier and just has that really extra sound to it. It's just moving through the pickups differently. So yeah, I know what you mean, but it really it just instantly makes the guitar. Yeah,
it just gives it so much, doesn't it?
Guitar sound completely different. Of course, loads of genres of music have become obsessed with it. Like I remember King's X and all those kind of bands, and Soundgarden and those kind of grungy bands from the late 80s, early 90s. They were obviously obsessed with detuning.
A lot of the gent stuff, the Scandi metal as well.
And they still are. Yeah, I mean, guitarists are still obsessed with it, and baritone guitars now. I
mean, this is just such a lovely slice of what I'd probably call it Americana.
Indeed, yeah.
It certainly feels like it's something that they would have picked up on their travels around America, the sort of vibe, and I don't know, it's such a cool groove, isn't it? It's Queen showing yet another side. Just when you think that they've got 9 sides, they give us one more.
Brian's getting out his blues chops, isn't he? So it's a great riff. Now the album version's even longer, isn't it? He has an even greater go at it on that, doesn't he?
Oh God, yeah. There's extra riffs. Yeah, there's extra kind of and the great thing about the album version is that absolutely glorious Roger drum fill-in as well that just seems to go on forever.
That fill-in's almost as close as Roger ever gets to kind of Neil Peart style, isn't it? Of drumming. Real waterfall.
And it's so good. And Freddie's vocal on this is really good as well. I was listening to it today going, it's a joy to listen to. It's subtle and there's something really cool about it. And the backing vocals are great. And they attempt this 3-part harmony live, don't they? Which is very unusual for Queen to sort of do one of their harder sort of backing vocals. It's normally just Roger and Freddie sort of doing the 2-parters everywhere. But this is one where they actually try to open it up each time with the 3-part harmony. I'm not quite sure how successful they are at doing it, but they at least attempt it, don't they?
Famous live track. I remember the Well, you never know with Live Killers, do you? I remember enjoying it on Live Killers.
Yeah, they weren't so good at it on the Magic tour. I seem to remember it seems a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way I remember it. Maybe I'm expecting it to be like the album and see.
Well, it's a funny harmony anyway, though, isn't it? Because it's all mid, isn't it? It's very mid. There's no kind of Roger right up at the very top. So maybe it's one of those Queen harmonies that works really well in the studio, but because of their three different vocals, that when they attempt it doesn't quite work because it hasn't got that. It doesn't need that range that they normally have because it's almost very low, isn't it? Certainly in the studio version.
Ian, now on your version, you've done a slightly different version. But before we get onto that, did you have a listen to what Deaky was doing on the bass? Because I just remember seeing the video a few months ago, and he looked like he was doing some very busy stuff on there. And I don't know if that's true, but he certainly looked, when he's putting a lot of work in. And I don't know, did you notice what he was up to?
This track to me, I wanted to do an interpretation of it because, as we just said, it is so all about the groove and all about Brian's amazing guitar work. And there's nothing I can really contribute to that discussion other than the fact that I absolutely love his guitar playing on it. I love that kind of really slow, lazy dung, 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 that rhythm it's got. There's very few songs that got that kind of slow, fast thing. It's such a cool beat. But for me, I wanted to get to the absolute heart of the song, of what is an unbelievably simple song. There's very little substance, and I'm using the word substance in a really kind, nice way. I'm not saying there's no substance to this song, but it's because it's so all about the performance and about the groove. It's got the chorus and it's got the verse, and all the rest of it is filled up all about the performance. So I've taken it back to its absolute basics. I've done a country and western bluegrass version of it, and it's incredibly short, incredibly simple, because the content that's what the song, that's the constituents of the song, and it works brilliantly. It's such a joyful little tune.
It's unusual for Brian to write something so harmonically simple, isn't it? It's a few chords and that's it. It's very verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, with very simple chords with very little deviation. Very
evocative though, isn't it? I mean, I just sort of imagine myself drinking a beer and I don't know, a bit like Dukes of Hazzard style, going in my Jeep, the sun out. I mean, obviously this isn't in Coventry. This is in America, I'm thinking here now, where it's nice and warm. But it's got that real, I don't know, evocation of something that is very freeing.
I don't know what it is specifically about it. It sounds very, very American. Maybe it is the blues guitar and that style of... It's an unusual style of harmony for Queen to be doing. So maybe it's just that. But my version, American Bluegrass version, I think it's very closely related, despite being a completely different version, to the original version. There's something very American about that.
Absolutely. I think it's inescapable. It doesn't sound English. It doesn't sound like Black Sabbath, does it? You can't imagine it being on a Black Sabbath album. It doesn't...
But many things don't sound like Black Sabbath. But that are English.
But Brian May, but take last week's Stone Cold Crazy, you can imagine Black Sabbath doing something like that, or there is something English about what Queen were doing up until sort of jazz period, and I think this is where they start to become a little bit more in Flint. There's tinges of other cultures like Mustafa and Fat Bottom Girls and stuff like that. Obviously, they do little bits of that all over the place, but it tended to have a very English vibe, and now it's sort of it's stretching its legs across the Atlantic, isn't it?
And that thing where they do they sort of link bicycle race in the lyrics.
Yeah, I love that.
So you've got, it's a nice touch, isn't it? It all sort of reminds me a bit Vince Gilligan style writing, that sort of Breaking Bad. It's sort of like adding these sort of little Easter eggs in there, but I don't know to what end, but I know I like it.
It's weird, isn't it? It is bicycle race and this song are joined at the hip, bizarrely. But you know that they are, but you're not quite sure how.
Well, it's the lyrics.
Well, yeah, but there's more than just the lyrics. It's like culturally they are. As a Queen fan, they're somehow joined together in so many ways.
Well, yeah, they're like as We Are the Champions to We Will Rock You, aren't they?
Yeah. Somehow, despite they weren't played.
Well, they are a
back-to-back.
double A side, though, aren't
Live,
they? As a single.
They were released as a double A.
End of the case closed.
But here's a question: Have you ever heard of a paraphilia? Do you know what a paraphilia is? No, it's an abnormal sexual arousal or attraction. Right. So bear that in mind. Have you ever heard of a pygophilia? So that is a paraphilia of the buttocks. And this is the
Matt's been doing some extensive research. You need to wipe your history, young man.
So this is the Guardian review. Luckily, this is my only research using the Guardian, Jay.
Other newspapers are available.
It says lurching into different time sections, massed bicycle bell solos, inexplicable lyrics, but the whole album is one long what the fuck, from Mustafa's cod musing wailing to fat bottom girls. Worth noting about a man who becomes a pygophiliac after being molested as a toddler by his nanny, the unpromisingly named Big Fat Fanny. A lesson for us all in ensuring childcare professionals are fully CRB checked.
Oh my word!
That's the Guardian review of Fat Bottom Girls.
Well, that is obviously very good advice. When was that review from?
I think it's quite a new review. This is from 2011.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Because
it's
got to be the re-release.
You know, the world wasn't so right on in when this was originally came out.
No,
in the 70s. It was
we obviously give Brian the benefit of the doubt with the lyrics, and it's just Queen being Queen, isn't it? Where's the humility, Roger? Well, there is none. Oh no, the modesty. Where's the modesty, Roger? Well, there is none. It's just Queen being Queen, isn't it? We're not insinuating that this is Brian's singing autobiographically here, is he?
No, because it would probably be Fat Bottom Mom.
God, that's even worse.
This is actually a really good example of a song recorded out of the grid that must have been performed reasonably live, because those extended guitar parts on the album version drift in and out of time all over the place and don't have any kind of, almost don't even have bars to them. He's ignoring time signature altogether for bits of
Is that right?
Yeah, and then the drums kind of pull it all back in. So that's what I think. That's why some of the drum fills are actually longer than you're anticipating, because Brian's playing very fast and loose with the time signature. Full stop.
Sorry, can I quickly go back on the lyrics? I do have a little nugget actually about Brian's comments on the lyrics, and he, I think this is maybe more recently, said that it was a kind of a pansexual type of vibe. And he was thinking, he said when he wrote it, he was kind of thinking more about Freddie. But I don't know. To me, that seems like it might have been a bit of a cop-out. Like Anita suddenly got round to ask him what the song was about or something. And he's like, oh, no, I used to watch what Freddie was up to. And anyway, I don't know if that is the case.
I think it doesn't it fit in with the whole vibe there? What was the AC/DC track at the time? Something about Betty
giving the dog a bone.
No, there was one. That exactly.
You shook me all night.
Well,
Spinal Tap did famously kind of have parodied this song with Big Bottoms, haven't they?
There was there's a famous, I can't remember the name. Listeners, do write in and remind me of what AC/DC I'm thinking of.
I mean, look, it was pretty common for rock bands
I was going to go on to say
to be ogling. It's I hate to use the phrase the male gaze, but this is a classic example of a song from the male gaze. Totally. But I mean, let's face it, they're lyrics from the 70s. Probably Brian regrets penning them now. But I suppose it's a little bit annoying, because I suppose they are fun unless you read the Guardian explanation.
I mean, I never take them on face value. I mean, I don't take any of them on face value. I'm happily singing along. It doesn't really land for me about what it's about. I mean, yes, if you do actually take it line for line, it does sound really dodgy, but I never take it like that at all. I don't think I do with any songs. It's more like how it feels. I could probably be singing about, singing along to something that's actually quite disturbing and not realise it, because I don't think I listen to lyrics that much. I think that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a bit like, people who have Every Breath You Take at their wedding. And it's like, well, did you not actually bother to listen to the lyrics actually properly? Yeah, it's weird. I think people listen to the lyrics more now, a little bit more obsessing about them, because it's easier to see the lyrics coming up on your screen when you're listening to Spotify on your television and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and also I always think, well, I don't know whether that line means that. I'd never treat any line as a literal, this is what it literally means, that, big fat fanny. I mean, I don't literally think that, his nanny was molesting him. I wouldn't personally think that. I don't even think anything. I just think what a great song.
And a great fun as well, isn't it? It's a kind of almost a naughty story from like a 70s comedy.
Well, yeah, and maybe it's not even true. I wouldn't even, it's just a bit of braggadoo or whatever the word is.
Yeah, that many bands of this style were doing very, very similar things at the time.
And let's face it, it's a nice sing-along song with a great melody, great groove. Can't take it away. But
unbelievably simple. But it was a live classic. Played 195 times over Queen's career. So it's it is
nowhere near as offensive as WAP, though, is it?
No. Well, that's what I'm thinking. But then maybe you couldn't get away with doing WAP at your college.
No, I think we could. No, we could.
Wow.
It would. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
What was that Ed Sheeran one like about called it The Shape of You or something? I only heard.
Yeah, The Shape of You is very similar to this. But it is actually. Yeah, it's actually very similar to this. I would actually say that's a really good shout. That.
Well, that just leaves us with to put the scores on the fat bottom doors. So, Jay, what would you like to award this song?
Well, it's funny. I was listening to Greatest Hits the other day for the 10,000th time plus, and it was like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This came on 10. I mean, you've got like a great fusion of Brian's guitars and Freddie's vocals. Oh, it's a lovely slab of classic Queen. I adore it. It's wonderful. Yeah, love it. Yeah, okay. The lyrics, I do think they are a bit silly, and maybe they don't stand up, or they're not so PC these days. But I don't listen to it like that. I just listen to it in this sort of 70s style, or not even at all in the lyrics. But sorry, I'm waffling. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Matthew, where are you going?
I know what you mean about the greatest hits being 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But weirdly, I don't ever put Fat Bottom Girls on. I love it when I hear it, and I love it when it does come on. But it's not one that I go back to, and I think it does have it has to lose a point because of the sleazy lyrics. I'm going to have to go with no. I am going to have to go with 9. I know. Don't shake your head at me, Jay.
Does it come to this?
I have to go with 9. It unfortunately, it kind of has. No, I think it would have always been a 9, regardless of lyrics. I don't think it's as strong as other Queen songs, but it is absolutely ace, and there's some such exciting moments in it. It's a 9.
Yeah, I can't even look at you.
I'm going to have to go with 9 as well for the exact same reasons. It's just not the quality that Brian reaches elsewhere, so it has to get marked down. It's not as good as It's Late, for example.
God, yeah, 9 in the Queen catalogue is very strong.
We are talking the best band of all time ever.
You know, when a couple of weeks ago, the scores for Princes of the Universe, it's that, it's still getting a good score against the whole Queen catalogue.
Don't tell it to me, Matt.
People should just calm down.
I thought it was a good track, as you know.
And
exactly, we got a very varied opinion.
Yeah, and you've got to have variance in scores as well. Everything can't be 10.
Yeah,
you've got to have the ones in there as well.
Anyone who doubts us, Queen are the best band in the world, are they not, Jay? Jay, are Queen the best band in the world ever?
We've been talking about Queen for what, 35, 40 years? Yeah, they are the best band in the world ever. Yes, you know it. Yeah.
Ian, are they the best band in the world ever?
They are the greatest band of all time ever.
Yeah, come on, give us a break here.
It's still only getting a 9. It's still only getting 9 from me.
Still only getting a 9, yes. Against the whole Queen catalogue, the best band in the world. It's a 9 against their catalogue. So here it is, Ian's absolutely crazy bluegrass version of, and no, we don't think it's better than the original. We're not being smug about it. Here's Ian's version of Fat Bottom Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you're gonna let it all hang out. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Well, I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew love before I left my nursery. I left alone with big fat Fanny, she was such a naughty nanny. Hey, big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. But I've been singing with my band across the water, across the land, and I've seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way. Hey, but their beauty and their style went kind of smooth after a while. Took me to their naughty ladies every time. Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Now I got mortgages and homes, and I got stiffness in the bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality, yeah. But I still get my pleasure, still got my greatest treasure. Hey, big woman, you made a big man out of me. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight.